And welcome to a very, very, very special edition of the Gadget Show. So much so that we're calling it the Gadget Show Special Edition.
Yes, and we're so excited that we got the entire Gadget Show team in the studio. We squeezed it all into the boot of a small Vauxhall Chevette, came up the motorway to here, the Museum of Science and Industry in Manchester.
Yeah, we did, and what a show we've got lined up for you. We've got a fantastic robot race.
Yeah, tested to destruction.
We've got the biggest prize fund ever in our competition.
And a live studio audience with actual real living people. How you doing? What's your name?
David.
I'm not bothered, I just wanted to say hello. Oh, they're all so beautiful. They're all such good... Could we get the ugly guy to the back? Security!
So, here it is, the Gadget Show Special Edition.
Also in tonight's show, we go wild. Really wild in a safari challenge that takes Polly and Otis 5,000 miles across the globe to South Africa.
We ascend mountains, plummet from nearly 1,000 feet, and go face to face with killer sharks in our most adventurous and demanding photography challenge yet.
It's spectacular.
A real lion, a killer.
It's beastly.
And it's terrifying.
I'm feeling really scared.
So we don't need to do that bit again.
We've already seen our splendidly gorgeous studio audience.
We have. Now, I don't think we have properly introduced, however, mostly, which is Manchester's Museum of Science and Industry.
Yeah, this place is incredible,
It's
don't
amazing.
you think? It's a stunning environment. Let me just show you one of my favourite things here. It's actually a working replica of something called the Baby, which was the world's first ever stored programme computer, built here in Manchester at the university in 1948. And look at those things. Kids, you'll have never heard of these before. They're called valves.
Thanks, Jason. Now, however, to get on with the show. Now, you may have gathered, this week's challenge takes place between Pollyanna and myself. And it was in South Africa and featured lions, sharks, throwing yourself off a bridge, and a shy penguin.
It did indeed. Yeah. But before we get to that, we have a little challenge for Susie and Jason.
Oh. Yes, it's very, very exciting. In fact, I'm hugely excited about this challenge because it takes place here live in the studio. So Susie and Jason, come with me. Okay. What we've done is combine two of our favourite sorts of challenges and added an element of personal jeopardy. So Susie and Jason, you know what to do. Get on with it while I explain what it's about. Now, the idea is that during the course of the show, they've got to build the toughest, most roughy-tufty phone cases they can, and then we're going to test them in the Gadget Show's favourite way by a tested to destruction. And the really amazing thing is, the thing I really like about it, is that I asked them to use their own personal phones, and they said yes.
No, you duped us into using our own
thanks
phones.
for saying. I wanted to have a word about this because I've actually got, and I'm not even messing about, pictures of my children on Christmas morning. Opening the presents, and there's proper jeopardy here.
I've got special pictures on my phone as well.
So, while Susie and Jason get down with hardcore gadget building, Otis and I are going to whisk you away to warmer climes to check out our holiday snaps.
Yeah, we're talking about South Africa and some of the sexiest photographic tech we've ever featured on the show. And this is probably the most awesome photographic challenge we've ever done. Our South African adventure began in the beautiful west coast city of Cape Town. It's home to 3.5 million people and is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Africa. On arrival, Polly and I received a message from home.
Polly and Otis, your challenge is to produce the very best panoramic image of Cape Town that you can. Good luck.
A panoramic shot of Cape Town.
What a fantastic place to do it.
Isn't it? Brilliant.
We had just 12 hours to capture our challenge-winning panorama.
Right, guys, I don't care where we go, just take me somewhere scenic.
But we would be going about it in two completely different ways. I'd be using software to help me produce panoramic shots from a set of raw images.
Meanwhile, I'd be using camera hardware to create my panoramic images. And while Polly was struggling to find her first panorama, I'd bagged one, slap bang in the middle of the Victoria and Alfred waterfront. This is the perfect spot for me to take my first panoramic shot using this, the Lomo Spinner 360. It's a really unique 35mm film camera that spins on its axis to capture full 360-degree panoramic images, which, when developed and printed, can look amazing. Now, the beauty of this thing is not only can I use it with a tripod, but because of its ergonomic shaping, I can just hold it and take a picture. When you pull the cord, the camera head turns 360 degrees, which winds the film round inside. Because the shutter stays open, you get a full panoramic shot. It was certainly a fun way to take photos, but as it was a film camera, I couldn't immediately see how they turned out. In order to find out what they look like, I've got to take it to a developer's. In a city, I don't even know my way around. Luckily, my driver knew just the place I needed, and he wasn't hanging about. Things flying everywhere, we've got speed!
Meanwhile, I'd made my way around the bay to sample the iconic view of Cape Town from Blueberg Strand Beach.
This will make the most amazing 360-degree panoramic shot.
I'd come across a completely free-to-use website called Demander, which takes your raw images and turns them into a seamless 360-degree panoramic image, which you can then geotag and share via social networks.
Now, the website states that you don't need professional kit, so I've got a point-and-shoot camera, and for the tripod, I'm using my biceps.
Snapping complete, you then upload your photos and the software begins to stitch them together. However, I was in for a shock.
Oh dear. I've got about 3 or 4 different sea levels. Table Mountain seems to have been extended. Now, I don't know if that's because the viewpoints aren't strong enough or I put too much movement in there with the kite surfers in the sea, but this isn't going to be a winning panorama, so I need to find something that is.
In the meantime, my Lomo Spinner 360 images had been developed and the results were absolutely stunning. Doesn't look like it was taken by an amateur, no? No. Not at all. The detail and colours were spot on, but I wanted more, and I had big plans. Towering 3,500 feet above Cape Town, Table Mountain is a mecca for photographers, and I couldn't wait to head up in the cable car to capture the view from the top.
My friends, 1 ticket to the top of the table, please.
Yes, it's closed, sir.
Well, it's closed?
Yes, it's too windy.
It's too windy?
Yes.
My big plan had been blown massively off course by the wind, and time was running out.
Keen to put the disappointment of my Demander image behind me, I'd finally managed to find a picture-perfect setting for my final throw of the dice.
I've got some software that is going to make my panorama a winner.
It's another free-to-use online service called PhotoSynth, which detects the spatial relationships between your raw images and stitches them to produce an explorable collage. So, having captured the wide shots, I bagged loads of close-ups of the sea, the sand and the rocks, as well as a sneaky pic of a very shy little penguin.
This is the kind of detail I want to capture to put in my panoramic shot, because this will really make a difference.
Meanwhile, I was hot-footing it up the second largest hill in Cape Town, Lion's Head, to try and get my perfect panorama. I wonder if Pollyanna's working as hard as this.
Afraid not, Otis. I had all my photos loaded onto my laptop, and while the PhotoSynth website did all the work, I admired the view.
It's quite exciting, really. Can't wait to see what happens.
Finally, I'd made it to the top and found a perfect vantage point for my panorama. I was using a Gigapan Epic Pro.
Here we go. Hey, it's moving.
It's a robotic camera mount which moves a digital SLR camera to capture hundreds of very detailed images, which are then stitched together by the supplied Gigapan Stitch software.
Well, smashing work, both of you, but the important thing is who has the best panorama. Now, Polly, why did you choose this one?
Well, I chose PhotoSynth, Microsoft PhotoSynth, only because it seamlessly stitches the pictures together. And if you do click along, it's very explorable, so you can see in depth different sections of the photo itself. And if I just go in here, there is a sneaky penguin. Yes.
Ooh.
And I had to take a few shots to get in there, but look! There he is. He was a little bit camera shy, but I was persistent.
Yes,
I don't think he was very happy with me because he never came out after that.
Yes. So, I mean, you like the sort of explorability and
Yes,
the sort of fact
absolutely.
you can interact with it. Now, Otis, why did you choose the low-tech solution out of the two?
Gimmick. See? That's what that is.
This is full 360-degree panoramic photography. Huh? Look, that's me and my crew, man.
Yes,
Not only can you see all around, but you can also feel the love that's emanating from this photograph.
Yes, it's a good panorama and it's got you in it. But the key question, though, still is, which is the best out of the two? And to answer that, we have a special section of our audience here composed entirely of photographic students. And they've been looking very closely at both of your panoramas, and they've reached their conclusion by vote.
Right.
Okay.
And it was pretty decisive, actually.
Right.
Because, Pollyanna, you got 3 votes.
No!
And Otis, you got 11! Well done, Otis.
You can gloat all you like.
So you win this round of the challenge, but there are more rounds to come.
Welcome back.
Now, if you joined us in the break and you're wondering what's going on, where's our normal studio, what's this audience doing here, here's a quick rundown of what's happening.
Yes, welcome to MOSI, the Museum of Science and Industry in Manchester, and it's packed full of a select band of techie-type freaks, OK, whose technical knowledge will astound and amaze you. Let me find someone. You, sir, duo or quad-core? Yeah, he's an imposter. He clearly doesn't know, he didn't answer quick enough.
So, to our challenge then. Jason and I have been given the task of building the toughest phone cover that we can, because our phones, our very own phones, at the end of the show, are going to be tested to destruction. No, behind us. You can see James and Grant, our friends there, helping us out. I'm hoping to win, because I obviously don't want to lose my phone.
Neither of us want to lose this one, because the consequences are massive. I tell you what I'm a little bit miffed about, though, if I'm honest, is why we get to sacrifice our own phones for entertainment when Polly and Otis get a jolly to South Africa.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Otis convincingly won the first part of their challenge, so Pollyanna's got quite a lot of catching up to do. So we're going to rejoin the action now as they head into the wild bush.
I'm sorry?
We headed to the beautiful Shamwari Game Reserve near Port Elizabeth. 25,000 hectares of roaming plains, which is home to an amazing array of wildlife.
Right, you ready for this?
I'm absolutely ready for this. I'm going to take you down.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Stop that.
Yeah.
Get in your vehicle. We were going head-to-head in another photography challenge, and the task was a simple one. Whoever took the most spectacular wildlife photo would win this part of the challenge.
We'd chosen our tech based on portability and value for money.
I had the Fuji FinePix HS10, a bridge camera boasting 30 times optical zoom and a handy tilting LCD screen.
Look at it, it's amazing! It's the circle of life.
I had a set of 8 times magnification Bushnell binoculars, complete with an inbuilt 5 megapixel camera. And unbelievably, the first thing I spotted was a lion. But as I began to take photos, I noticed a problem with the camera's 1.5-inch screen.
Must admit, because the screen's so small, trying to keep your hands steady enough to actually get a really nice, clear, still picture is really difficult.
And as a result, the clarity and quality of my photos was really suffering.
And things were about to get worse for Polly as I was now on the scene.
She's actually trying to take a photograph with a pair of binoculars. How long has she been on the show now?
Jeez. And thanks to my Fuji's 30 times zoom and 10.3 megapixel sensor, I was snapping some really crisp and vibrant frame-filling lion shots.
These pictures are gonna be fantastic.
Keen to see more, we both went our separate ways and, having attached the supplied tripod and remote shutter, my Bushnell's images were soon becoming steadier and sharper.
This is one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences.
However, I was becoming frustrated by the digital noise in my more zoomed-in pictures.
Meanwhile, my Fuji was having no trouble capturing the animals in all their glory.
Stay there, stay. Cooperate. Stay there.
Including this playful tortoise and a group of inquisitive giraffes.
They're coming to see me. Gather round.
Then, just to top off our morning, both Polly and I spotted elephants.
Wow.
I was lucky enough to catch them on the move.
They're just gonna walk through. This is amazing.
Meanwhile, I had a front row seat during bath time.
They're just throwing mud everywhere.
But despite Polly's best efforts, it was obvious that I had made the best tech choice. This was evident from my much crisper, clearer images.
For the second part of our Safari Challenge, we changed tech to top-quality professional kit.
Let me introduce you to the almighty Carl Zeiss photoscope.
This is a revolutionary spotting scope with an inbuilt digital camera. It offers an astonishing 45 times magnification and 7 megapixel resolution image recording. I've also got here a remote control, and all I have to do to capture the photo is press that red button there. This helps to avoid any camera shake when taking pictures, and my early shots were spot on.
Not to be outdone, I'd also gone big and long.
This is the king of the pride, the jungle cat, the big dog.
Its official name is the Nikon Edge 85, and it's a long-range field scope attachment for a digital SLR with a huge lens for accurate long-distance shooting.
I can stay far away, leaving the animals to behave naturally and hopefully get a more intimate picture.
I had no remote shutter control, so camera shake was initially giving me some problems, but opting to shoot on a timer delay soon helped ensure image clarity.
Oh, perfect.
Hungry for victory, I began to play with the manual settings to suit my ever-changing subjects, and the results were just breathtaking, crisp and colourful.
I'm really starting to like this.
I'd successfully managed to document a rare mongoose sighting.
Got him on his hind legs.
And produced this vibrant picture of a beautiful crowned lapwing. But with daylight fading, I then struck gold spotting some rhinos.
I really do think that this, especially in this light, and provided they come out okay, is the winning shot.
However, I wasn't alone.
Now it looks like Ortis and I are both the same distance away from the rhinos, so it'll be really interesting to see what kind of shots he gets. Obviously mine will be better, that goes without saying, but it'll be interesting nevertheless.
This was our last shot at glory, and boy did our tech perform. Both my Zeiss photoscope and Ortis's Nikon Edge produced some cracking images. Picking a winner was going to be tough.
That's huge fun and a great sets of shots. But again, we've got to choose a winner. We've got to choose who shot the best shots, and you've each chosen your pick. And why do you choose the lion, Ortis?
That one because you can see the lion is looking straight at me.
He's thinking dinner.
Yeah, well, he's not thinking dinner actually, because he's just eaten a zebra, and those flies around his mouth are like sucking off the blood. So it was that action, that be in there kind of picture, you know? Fearful. Look at that! That's a lion, man!
Yes. And Pollyanna, the rhinoceros. What do you like in that?
I actually love the detail in this one. The rhino was one of the last animals that we actually saw on safari during the day, and there was just a couple of them kind of wandering up the pathway, and I managed to get a great shot just as they were grazing and eating. But I just love the detail and kind of just the shot itself, capturing it just eating. So cute.
They're both great shots. We've got to decide a winner, and the audience is going to decide, because the shot that gets the loudest applause is going to win. I've got this incredibly sophisticated sound recording device here. I'm going to switch it on at the right moment. Now, that is Pollyanna's rhinoceros. Stand by. Switch it on. Applause now, please. Oh, that's good, isn't it? It's just going to go on. You can stop now. That's brilliant. That is 118 decibels of applause for Pollyanna's rhinoceros. Let's change over to Ortis's lion. I'll just reset the machine. Hold on.
Let me hear you roar, people, for the lion.
Stand by. And now. And incredibly, that's even louder applause. It's 120.5 decibels. So, Ortis, you've won this round of the competition. Brilliant.
It's the lion.
Jason and I are manically trying to build our indestructible phone covers, because at the end of the show they're going to be tested to destruction, and we are running out of time. We're trying to make them flame-proof, waterproof and impact-proof. How are you getting on?
I'm doing well. So I tell you what my idea is?
Yeah, go on.
OK, so basically, I'm using a material called polycarbonate. It's actually a bulletproof material, the same stuff that they make police riot shields out of. So this stuff has a sort of ballistic characteristic, so it's good for the impact stuff. But my whole concept is based on this. It's one I had for lunch.
What, a
and it
sandwich?
gave me the idea for my phone cover, because I'm sandwiching various materials together, whole layers of this, with in the middle, this waterproof gel seal, okay, sandwiched between multiple polycarbonate layers, and then finished off with something that's dear to my heart, okay, some electronics. The idea is, if it enters water, we'll know, because the LEDs will signal that it's in water, and it should also be buoyant. And the whole thing is being milled out by that, a CNC machine, a computer numerical, what was it?
Control.
Control.
So you've based saving your phone on a sandwich?
Yes.
OK, like it. I've based saving my phone on something that's bulletproof. So this is Kevlar. This is half of my case, actually, which is looking quite good. These are my pieces of Kevlar, which I put some resin on, and then we heated it, warmed it up, and there it is, nice and hard. So hopefully that'll be good for ballistics, for the dropping test. And then I've got some rubber here to put around the outside for impact, some foam to protect it, and some neoprene to keep it waterproof. So there we go.
We need to get this second one in the oven pretty quick.
Right, we're halfway through the show. Are you halfway through your build?
No!
Ah, good. Remember, these are their own phones. Phone death imminent. Time for a break.
Welcome back to the Gadget Show special edition, taking place in Manchester's own Museum of Science and Industry.
Yeah, you are just in time to witness what could possibly be the biggest robot race, not only in Manchester, but maybe in the UK.
We're going to find out which is the fastest robot that you can buy.
Yeah, we've got a whole selection over here, sourced from a 2,000-mile radius around this building. We've got Isobot there, Robonova, there's Buzz making all the noise, Husqvarna Automo over there, and this boy all the way from South Korea called Bioloid. Any of these are contenders for the title, first over the line, quickest robot, the Usain Bolt, if you like, of the robot world, and adjudicating Mr. John Bentley.
Thank you, Jason. Now, the rules are exceedingly simple. All the robots will start here and will race up towards the finish line here. The first robot to cross will be declared the winner and also hailed in robotdom as the Prince of Robots. Right, I think we're all ready to go. 3, 2, 1... And they're off, and every one of these robots has been controlled by members of the audience here in our studio. They're all desperately eager for their robots to win.
Look at that!
Oh, that's too eager. K-Nex has gone before the whistle. That's cheating. He's disqualified.
Full stop, full stop! That wasn't fair, was it?
Look at that. Bioloid is way out in front. He's making a mad dash for the finishing line.
Give it a little, let's go!
Oh, no, the pressure's got to him. Can he make it? Yes! What a victory! And here comes Manoid. Can he take second place? Yes, he can! Brilliant! But who's going to get third place? Oh dear, it's carnage back there.
Oh no, look out! Robot's getting crunched!
Oh, it's getting eaten alive.
That Husqvarna lawnmower is bulldozing its way forward. Watch out! It's knocking down everything in its path. Here comes Roboraptor making his way across the finishing line. Oh dear, for some reason Manoid seems to be upset with him. What's this? Bioloid coming to his rescue. He's putting Manoid in his place. What a champion!
Ladies and gentlemen, our champion robot all the way from South Korea, it's Bioloid. Nice one, dude.
Now, if you want to see the making of this very special edition of The Gadget Show, then log on to channel5.com/Gadget Show, where we've got an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at what happened when the Gadget Show team took over Mosey. So, log on and check it out.
I love the competition, and it's the thing that we're asked most about on a daily basis, isn't it?
Every day someone says, does somebody actually win that
And
competition?
the answer is yes, because you just saw him over there.
Yeah, well, hold on to your horses, because the show is about to get even better.
Yes.
How about one of the most extraordinary Gadget Show finales place ever.
Yeah, we're talking, of course, about the challenge between Ortis and Polly in South Africa, which
Yeah.
so far has been beautiful.
Oh, a breeze, like a holiday.
Cape Town, little
nice.
safari. But what we really want is danger, fear, life-threatening situations where, you know, Ortis and Polly are forced to look at the very nature of their existence.
That's exactly what we need. I think you've come to the right place.
For our final assignment in South Africa, Polly and I were sent to opposite ends of the country. The only brief we'd been given was that we'd be testing action cameras. I ended up in sleepy Gansby on the Western Cape.
Well, I was taken to a stretch of road in, well, the middle of nowhere. Little did we know, things were about to get a lot more extreme, as these were the locations for two of the most fear-inducing challenges imaginable.
Dear Ortis,
Dear Polly,
today you are going
bungee jumping.
shark cage diving.
No.
Your mission is to stay calm
Stay calm. How am I supposed to stay calm?
and make the best video recording.
Of your experience you can. Good luck.
Great white shark. You've seen Jaws? And you've seen things like When Great Whites Attack? Yeah. Kind of makes me not want to do it. However, I had no choice. Ready and waiting to introduce me to South Africa's finest great white sharks was local legend Brian McFarlane. How safe is it?
You know, it's as safe as anything is safe, but the government allow us to lose 3 tourists every year. In fact, we're coming to the end of the year and we haven't lost any, so it's about as safe as it gets.
Okay, well, if you're going to lose 3 tourists today, it will be cameras, sound, and director.
Meanwhile, I was about to see my fate.
That's ridiculous. Have you seen how far down that goes?
I was at the infamous Blue Crans Bridge, home to the world's 3rd highest bungee jump, a staggering 216-metre drop with 5 seconds of terrifying freefall.
Oh my word.
After a nervous, rather bumpy ride out to sea, we passed the amazing Seal Island. Then we reached the ominously named Shark Alley. The time has come. And it wasn't long before we had company. I am not getting in the cage. Joke's on you. I'm not getting in there. Well, okay, I was. And to document every second, I'd be wearing this liquid image scuba video mask and holding this waterproof Panasonic FT2 digital camera, both of which offer 720p HD video recording.
To film my jump, I had a GoPro HD Hero, a tiny mini-cam which can film in 720, 960 or 1080p resolution. Plus, I had an ingenious cookie belly mount to attach it to, and it got its first test on the petrifying open walkway leading to the jump site.
This is a long, long way down.
Back in Gansby, I had gingerly descended into the cage, entering the shark's murky world. Okay, bring on the sharks, boys! With just 2 meters of visibility, my cameras were really up against it. What we really want, and I can't believe I'm saying this, is a shot of the shark coming right up to camera. In intelligent auto video mode, the Panasonic FT2, with its 4.6 times optical zoom, was coping pretty well. I opted to film in the underwater shooting setting, which did a great job of capturing sharks at close quarters. Brilliant! However, the real star was the liquid image mask. With the lens positioned between my eyes, they shot exactly what I saw, and they bettered the FT2's color quality and image clarity, providing near professional quality shark footage. I came right up close to the cage, and it nudged it with its tail.
Well done, I'm very proud of you.
I can only hope that what I have on here, or on here, is better than what Pollyanna's got. Here we go.
On Blue Crans Bridge, the time had finally arrived. I was absolutely petrified.
That is a long way down.
But there was no going back.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
3, 2, 1, bungee!
It was all over over in a blurry 5 seconds, but I loved every bit of it. And my footage was brilliant. The cookie belly mount stayed rock solid throughout, allowing the GoPro's really wide-angle lens to capture me and my surroundings in stunning quality.
Otis, seriously? You're not going to beat this. I can tell you now.
Our final challenge in South Africa was now over. We'd both captured some brilliant HD video footage of our experiences, but we had no clue who would be crowned victorious.
Incredibly brave. That was genuinely awesome.
I've got to say, okay, you can label both of them as brave, but I would sooner swim naked with meat around me in a shark pool than what Polly did.
And I'd pay to watch it. But I had the most amazing time. That was, I mean, I was scared, but as soon as I'd done it, I was over the moon. I did it. It was exhilarating.
The other great thing is you both captured absolutely amazing footage of it. And I think because of that, we've got to declare this round of the challenge a draw. Undoubtedly.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I don't think we want to
I would
choose
agree
between
with
you.
that, yeah.
Yes. However, that does mean that Otis wins the challenge overall because he's won 2 rounds. Right, time for the last break in the show. And after that, we're going to try and break Susie's and Jason's phones. What fun. You don't want to miss that.
Welcome back to the Gadget Show special edition, coming to you from a very lively Museum of Science and Industry in Manchester. And now to the part of the show that Susie and Jason have been dreading. Earlier on, in fact, at the beginning of the show, we set them the task of making the ultimate ruggedized case for a mobile phone. They used all their technological know-how and their build skills to put together a case that will now be tested to destruction. The added bonus, of course, is they're using their own phones in these cases. What fools! Susie and Jason, please come on stage and let's see what you've come up with.
I'm almost
Have you not finished?
I just got it.
Come on, hurry up. Okay, and tell us what it is you've put together.
Well, mine's like a little ruggedized Kevlar tank with rubber tracks. So I'm hoping it's bulletproof and everything proof that you're going to throw at us.
I think it will be. Jason?
Mine is a sandwich of bulletproof and waterproofness built with love.
Yeah.
I can't wait to test these guys. Okay, test 1. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready, baby.
Guys, over here, this is your first test. Now, we're talking water damage. This is a piranha tank. It isn't the angry little fish that are going to cause you issues, however. It's going to be the water, so give me your phones.
I think the fish might be an issue, but...
What are you doing with the fish?
I'm going to make them tasty.
Oh, that's disgusting.
There you go, quickly, yours as well, Jakes. Right, pop them in.
Okay, fishies,
there you go.
fishies. Here you go.
Ready? Mine's
You're
floating.
floating. That's a good thing, though, isn't it?
I'll just hold it down. There it is, submerged, so you don't think I'm cheating.
I'd watch your fingers as well if I were you, Suze. Jokes. All in the name of the Gadget Show. I can tell you that they're actually finding your phones very uninteresting.
Could someone ring my phone? Is John around? Hang on. Can I turn it round to see if you can see? Are they going to get me? Have you fed them, anyone?
Oh.
I mean... Look! It's ringing! It's ringing! It's John Bentley, look! Look! It's ringing! Susie?
Hey! Apart from the smell of fish, yours is ringing, and let me just show you, mine is still well and truly working. Look at that.
Well done, Suze. Great
See
work.
that? Yes, we survived the first test!
Hurrah!
Very impressive. The phones are still working. Come on in. Right, it's time for test 2. You'll notice that we're standing on concrete slabs.
Yes.
Concrete slabs love mobile phones, especially when they meet at high speed. They love that. So that forms the basis of the second
I
test.
don't think it's going to be too bad then.
I'm quite confident about it.
Remember, this is tested to destruction.
Yeah, but if it's just from an ear, the normal height of an ear is
Dude, we're taking it to extremes. We're not going from a normal ear. We are going from the ear of the UK's second tallest man, Mr. Chris Greener. Welcome, sir. Just for the record, exactly how tall are you?
7'6" and a quarter.
7'6" and a quarter.
Important quarter. So the second tallest man in the UK.
Who's the first?
I've no idea what his name is.
He's about 7 foot About half inch taller.
It's only half. What's half an inch?
That's all right.
Your ears are probably higher than his anyway,
Possibly.
so let's go with that. So we're going to take your phone first.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you're having a phone conversation, Mr. Greener.
Just a phone call, and
Yeah.
then it's a
Careful with the phone,
And then
Chris, yeah.
accidentally you...
Oh.
Sorry, Susie, your phone next, please.
Okay, be
Mr.
gentle.
Greener, if you'd like
Might
to
want to bend over while you
not be gentle.
It's wet and slippery.
There you go.
Ooh.
That was a good drop,
Real
that
impact,
one.
wasn't it?
So guys, the test is,
Okay.
Good crack.
are they still working?
There we go, look, still
Well done,
working.
Suze.
I can feel the vibrating.
Nice.
I've got the phone call coming in as well. Look, so it's still working perfectly. I can hear it too. It smells of fish, but it's
Yeah.
other than that, it's
I know what you
fantastic.
mean.
So there we go, well done guys.
Well done.
Both your phones survived the drop test. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Greener, thank you.
Well, that's great, but it's not over yet, because what do we always do on the end of our tested to destruction? We blow stuff up, and that's exactly what we're going to do here in the middle of the museum. On this programme, we really do end with a bombshell. Could you put your stuff in the mortars, please? Phones in there.
Okay.
Now, I've got some rather fun explosive here. It's called nitrocellulose, and it's
shake it, man.
smokeless. It was developed actually so that armies didn't give away their shell firing positions with smoke. It's also used in mines where the smokeless aspect is useful. Should be useful in here, actually, so it sort of won't set off the smoke alarms, and anyone
about safety.
with asthma leave the room. So if you would like to sort of go back to a reasonably safe distance, I've got my apparatus here. Now, sort of wind it up. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh! Ow!
Now,
That's gonna hurt.
have you got your gloves?
Let's have a look.
Are you going in?
Yes, I'm in.
Oh, okay, how's it looking?
It's looking singed.
Oh, yeah, just keep...
Yes, there it is!
Yes!
There it is!
Okay, let's try yours, Jason.
Go for it. Mine's
Let's try
actually
yours.
really quite hot still, so this is going to be a really interesting conversation. Yes! It's ringing!
Hey, what? You know what that means, don't you?
Chess 5, that's what it means.
It means,
Oh.
I can't believe we just did that, we've still got our phones!
Yes!
Yay!
That's great.
Well, this has been absolutely great fun, and hopefully we will be able to do it all over again. Until next time, goodbye.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.